Bore Repair Systems puts high-quality continuous spiral bore welding in your shop at an affordable price with BOA Bore Welding Systems. Simple, versatile, and automated describe the multi-patented BOA systems. There's no unwanted complexity here, as BOA systems are carefully engineered and built to provide years of reliable, accurate bore welding. With easy setup and operation on diameters from 1 1/4 inches to 50 inches, BOAs deliver results. Smooth, high-quality welds at a surprisingly affordable price.
The best feature I find in this is a quick setup, very simple to use. The only adjustment you have is really the rotation speed. Well, for the money and the simplicity, it's the best thing going. It's just an excellent machine.
Just like Tom says, setup is simple and quick with a BOA bore welder. Depending on your application, the BOA can be mounted to the workpiece using the supplied tack nut and may be centered with a boring bar or any 1 1/4 pipe. The optional T-base provides adjustment for manually achieving parallelism and concentricity. When 2 or more inline bores are to be repaired, a centering cone and rod set can be used for easy alignment. The optional ball mount allows for infinite adjustment of the tack plate. Very handy when the mounting surface is not exactly perpendicular to the bore hole. Once centered using a boring bar or 1 1/4 pipe, the tack nut may be welded into place. The torch and wire feed conduit are then put in place. With the welding wire fed through to the torch, the nozzle and tip are assembled and the system is ready for final adjustments. Measure the depth of the bore. Then adjust the torch length to allow for adequate travel. Determine the diameter of the bore hole. Check it on the cheat sheet on the face of the unit and set the appropriate rotational speed. The BOA is ready to go to work. Hit the weld switch and the rotation direction switch on the BOA. Then step back and watch as the BOA lays down a smooth, even weld surface. While the system finishes this weld, let's review some of the other important features of the BOA. BOA systems include the 308i for standard bore repairs and the 450 HD for extra large diameter jobs. The 308i comes in standard, long, or short stroke versions, while the 450 HD is equipped with 18 inches of stroke, great for large repair jobs. All systems are supplied in custom aluminum storage and carry cases. The 308i weighs in at under 25 pounds. The complete system easily fits on a service truck or stores out of the way when not in use. Both the 308i and the 35-pound 450 HD can be easily handled and set up by one person. Auto Weld Skip is a standard feature on the 450 HD and comes as an option on the 308i systems. The BOA 308i's fixed mechanical feed and the 450 HD's variable mechanical feed ensure accurate weld bead placement every time. Incoming voltage fluctuations have zero effect on bore repair system machines' feed rates. System components are machined to high tolerances with few moving parts. The BOA is an accurate and reliable addition to shops, mills, and plants. The BOA's torch body features an arc-resistant coating. The torch assembly includes a locking swivel mechanism. This feature allows the torch to be pivoted to reach the diameter to be welded. The A127 automatic face torch is designed to provide face welding capability to your BOA 308i. Constructed of aluminum and bronze, the A127 offers tool-free installation and provides smooth, even weld surfaces on vertical or horizontal planes. All consumables are easily replaced. The BOA's telescoping torch provides easy bore-to-bore transitions for multiple welds. A clutch on the motor controller enables rapid axial repositioning of the torch. A clutch locking feature allows circular welding without axial movement. The entire torch and wire feed assembly can be turned around without losing system center, allowing the BOA to be set up between bores. Should the bore contain an area that is not to be welded, the weld stop-start switch can be used to stop the welding process. With the addition of optional torches, the BOA can be configured to perform outside diameter welds as well as face welding. Bore Repair supplies integrated, easy-to-use boring bar systems for your BOA 308i or 450 HD. With a complete line of hydraulic and electric boring bars, there's a Bore Repair welding boring system for any size job. All systems require just one easy setup. Don't forget to ask about Bore Repair's affordable lease purchase options. But don't take our word for it. Listen to some reactions from our customers in the field.
We used to have another system here. It sat in a corner for about 10 years because nobody was willing to use it. It took so much time to set it up, and it was an extra setup. The Bore Repair system is a lot easier because it's a one-step system. You set up one time, you go in and bore your hole out a little bit to clean it up, set up the welder and build it up to undersize, and then you can turn it back out to proper size. It's a whole lot faster and a whole lot easier than the old system we used to use. If you've got work for one of these, a Bore Repair system, it's the way to go. It's much faster, much easier, and you'll be very happy with the results.
Well, first of all, I see it in the AWS magazine, and it was advertised for under $5 grand. So I called them up, set up an appointment, checked it out. I liked it. I came back a month later and bought it. Well, most of the consumable parts, gas diffusers, contact tips, I could get right at the local welding supply shop. Well, what I usually do, I'll come in, I'll set this up in about half an hour, do my weld, rebore it, I'm out of there in a half a day. Well, I made enough money to buy this new truck. How's that sound?
Combining your BOA with a boring bar system leads to increased productivity in multiple weld applications. Setup is simple for a single operator. Here's how. Centering cones allow the boring bar to be precisely positioned, or use the optional adjustable mounting plates. Once in place, the boring bar machine bases are tack welded to the workpiece. The cones are then loosened and removed with the boring bar. At this point, the setup plug is removed. The boring bar drive unit is installed and the bar is reinserted. The axial feed arm is put into place. Position the system drive motor. Systems are available with electric, hydraulic, or pneumatic motors. Make sure the drive motor is securely tightened. Bore Repair's boring bars feature dual tool holders for simple bore depth measurement without removing the bit. With the boring tool installed, pre-boring is performed for weld surface preparation. Standard systems feature a mechanical drive for axial feed. Options include servo feed or variable rate servo feed units. At this point, the interface for the bore welder is put into place into the pre-installed boring bar feed bracket. The system welding bar is positioned. The only adjustment is for the depth of the weld. Once in place, the first welding pass is made and the system fine-tuned. With welding complete, the boring bar is reinstalled and the boring tool depth is estimated for a rough first pass.